All right. There are both Eiganjo Castle and Minamo School at Water's Edge in our mana base. Double Serum Visions on the draw. I guess this hand just also doesn't do anything till turn 3, which probably means it's not good enough. Perfect! We've got a Mox. How can we lose? The classic mulligan, the close 7 into the unkeepable 6 into a 5. That's hopefully going to pad out for us. Give me that sweet, sweet 3-2, right? Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, probably not stellar against Birds of Paradise into Ramanak Excavator. Probably going to be slightly less than stellar against green-white unplayables. The green-white unplayables are reasonable against other fair things. I don't know. I feel like WotC probably just flipped a coin. Or maybe, like, their script for updating all the frames on the cards just, like, stopped running at some point. They're just like, nah, it's good enough. It's fine. That was only when I was trying to be a real Magic player. Now that I'm a full-time meme, I can play whatever I want. I think we're dead, chat. I think we're dead. Alright, let's try again, shall we? I'm not sure how many games of Magic we're gonna win, but we're gonna give it the college best here. Settle the Wreckage sounds quite fantastic. These Rest in Peace are probably decent as well. I think I'm just cutting these Thalias. They probably annoy us more than they impact our opponent in this game. That card and this card do very different things. This card taxes our opponent, slowing them down. The card you're suggesting just makes us cute. We just lost super fast, Burgle. I mulliganed a bunch and then conceded to my opponent putting some power into play. Yeah, Gideon's probably fine. I'm considering these Blessed Alliance too. I don't think I can cut all of the 2-mana legends. I think that's probably not the case. These Geist to Saint Traft are probably pretty bad. Opponent's probably pretty good at blocking. Alright, I'm gonna do this. And give this a go. See how it feels. Actually, this is probably a lot worse when I cut a bunch of my Thalias. Let's do this. It's Mox Amber. It's a new toy. All the bad decks look sweet. What's going on? Thanks for the bits, folks. Thanks for the bits. This is fine. This is fine with Rest in Peace. Let me tell you that in my deck full of redundant legendary creatures, Merfolk Looter is a welcome addition. Ian, unmitigated, with the 27-month resub. Thanks for putting your Twitch Prime towards my channel again, Ian. Welcome back. This link should... Where is it? That link should allow you on mobile to use Twitch Prime, I believe. Excellent. All right. Yep. This one's a keeper. Somebody said, is the Mox even good if you board out all of your legends? Do you realize how many legends are in our deck? It's basically all of them. Definitely gonna bottom this. Just another hierarchy. I think I've got a double bottom here and just dig for a land. Maybe I should have kept the basic island on top and then just not fetched on one. I think that's a very real possibility. Stream Decker should be updated. I'm gonna click view. No, it might just be having connection issues for you. It's definitely updated. Excellent. Excellent. Oh no, opponent, please don't kill my Mox. Don't kill my card that's not doing anything. Well, this is going spectacular. Truly, truly spectacular. Mid-range Mox Amber. Probably not good. They have a Kessig Wolf run in their deck, so they must be... Did they mulligan this game? Alright, play this out. I think I haven't played Standard in almost a year, so I have no idea what's good, bad, or otherwise in Standard. No, they had Knight of the Reliquaries and stuff in their deck. All right. We have assembled a Winter Orb. We are not currently, this attack was loose. I should have left my 3/2 first striker back, probably. A bit for each redundant legendary you draw for the rest of this league. I'm excited to get a lot of bits. Hey, Zero Sleep, thanks for the tip. Dodge the bits. Dodge the bits. All right. I think I'm gonna trade here. It lets me untap my lands, and then I just get to slam another one. Seems fine. And I guess I'm just leaving Thalia back at this point, right? Probably should have left her back last turn. You can dodge a bit, you can dodge a ball. Yup. That's a throwback reference right there. Mystic Gate. Get ya. Need an Ojutai or Gideon, some kind of closing power here. Opponent storing up their lands there. Don't spend them all in one place, opponent. Don't forget to spend all your mana in one place. It'd be a shame if something were to happen what you invested your mana into. Hey, dear Sushi. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. Blast the bits out there. I appreciate that. There's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you choosing to put your Amazon fund money towards my channel this month. Garrett was here. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really want to draw a spell or two. It's unfortunate that they've hit their white source here. It's like the opposite of a spell. That's another land. Yeah, Thalia plus Dust Drinker, like, this slows people. They're cracking clues. Okay. This really slows people down, you know, in the in the event that we actually have something to like do while we're slowing them down. Maybe this pair is cuter in a mono white shell that's more aggressive. Then you could play like Cathar and Isumaru. But the list Justin donated for was explicitly for a more mid-range deck. So I'm gonna block here, and then I assume they're gonna crack a clue off of a basic plains, and then I'm gonna Venser pick up the one I'm blocking. I mean, does it actually sound like a real deck? It sounds like another kind of medium modern deck. Justin let me build this at least. So we're down to 4 here. Maybe we'll be really lucky and draw a Path to Exile or a Blessed Alliance, take this off the table next turn. Yeah, it's a neat idea. Hello. Big Gids. I like me some big Gids. Yeah. Daddy's home and he's hangry, chat. Make a 2/2. Alright, this leaves me dead to a path, but I think I'm okay with that. I think if they had a path, they would have used it last turn. But maybe I'm misreading that. I feel like if they had a path, they would have used it last turn. But I guess they could have also drawn it off their clue crack. I think this is a worthwhile risk here. Hey, Pandasawu. The old tank kill you. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. And there's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now. So thank you very much for helping me do what I do here. Starting off the day with the Mox Amber brew. It does look very cube-esque, right? Well, so far we're just dying. We've played one match. We mulliganed out of one game. We flooded out of the second. Just Magic the Gathering. There's a lot of cards that have been marked by Sharpies. The person in charge of the Wizards, the Magic Online office, has Sharpied the crap out of this deck. Hey, John21, thank you for the 2-month resub. For re-up in there, I do appreciate that. Welcome back. Mill, ugh. That sounds like too many 4-drops in your affinity deck. Maybe I'm supposed to wait on this because I'll have Thalias to make their stuff cost more. Lost Legacy seems kind of slow, no? No, certainly playing Mill. Certainly playing Mill. You get like quad archive trapped here and lose the game. Yeah, the double Thalia effect should be pretty reasonable for us here. They fetched a basic island. Are they playing mono blue? So obviously we want to play the Mox Amber out before we Thalia. Because otherwise the Mox costs us some mana. I like how Magic Online decided to color on this Thalia, but not this Thalia. They're really hurting her feelings. They're like, you're the insignificant Thalia. Nobody loves you. No Sharpie for you. Glimpse. That's so unthinkable. Drew the second Thalia. Yep. Yeah, Thalia should be good in this matchup. I mean, they're basically a control deck, right? I'm gonna play this Grand Arbiter here, which was basically a second Thalia. Crab's already milled 24 or 12 cards, so the Crab is certainly going the distance. He's going for speed. Beat-dee-dee-doo. Beat-dee-dee-doo. This Crab's getting up to 18 cards buried here. That's a lot of cards, opponent. Gonna get to cast this Shelldock Isle. Oh, there's 21 cards in my deck currently. You may play the card if a library has 20 or fewer cards in it. So I'm gonna stop on my upkeep here. And I'm gonna go ahead and play this Venser. And the reason why I'm sequencing in this manner... Oh, this costs one less. That's nice. The reason why I'm sequencing like this is because... if I draw a card for the turn, my opponent will be able to use the Shelldock Isle. So, by doing this before I draw a card for the turn, I prevent them from getting to use that, which is nice. This costs me 2, right? Yeah, so we'll play Minamo here. We'll play this. I get to crack them for 4 down to 11. And then I have 9 power in play. I have 20 cards left in my deck. They could definitely have a series of draws to kill us here, but I'm actually feeling pretty okay, especially with the double Thalia effect going on here. I mean, do you know that they're on Fraying Sanity / Traumatized? Are you like watching them play Magic over their shoulder? How do you know what cards my opponent is playing in their deck? We found a matchup where it's gonna be easy to flip Jace. We've got that going for us. It's gonna be a Darkness. Bestill my heart. Fog me, baby. Fog me, baby. Alright. Let's cast my Geist of Saint Trash here. That's almost lethal. Next turn they block here. They take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have lethal in play now, which is nice. Main deck Darkness. Also worth noting, they can't Crypt Recursion us unless they have it on their Shelldock Isle here. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. How it sucks to run into you again. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 This was a great draw, believe it or not. Look at this. Our deck's doing its thing, chat. Our deck's doing, that's a fan rendition. Me singing is a fan rendition. It's fine. The old Winter Orb, go. Here move, Yugi boy. This is all I got. Pick one of your lands, because it's the only one you get back this turn. Yeah, I just don't think we can really afford to play a bunch of colorless lands. I should have used the Mox. You're right. I don't have any spells that I want to cast next turn, though. But you're right. I probably should have used the Mox. You're not wrong. Hey, they fogged us twice. We've been fogged twice, chat. Nope, can't cast that one without paying 2 more, opponent. Feel the power of the legends. Welcome to Thunderdome. We got 6 cards in my deck. When I draw, I'm gonna draw to 5. It doesn't matter, they're dead. The legends gotcha. I'm running them down. I can't cast a 3rd darkness. It costs them too many manas. Costs them too many manas. Get out of here. Alright. Alrighty. So, Path to Exiles can go away. We'll just play through the crab like we did that game. Take a legend here. Call it a day. That's what I want to do. This is modern, chat. Everything's a 3-2 deck. Why is Rest in Peace good? Because of Crypt Incursion? I think that's a little narrow. It's unfortunate this isn't a blue mana, because I'd probably keep if it was. See, it seems reasonable. I'm gonna bottom that. I think I'm just looking for 2 drops at this point. We got a Geist to Saint Trash, which is a pretty quick clock. Jace is great. He's gonna flip. He loots away extra legends. Yeah, the problem is that when they archive trap us, we're generally not gonna have 2 mana available. So they've got crabs again. Should really get this checked out, opponent. It's not normal to have crabs like this. Yeah, if we see Fraying Sanity, I'll board in Rest in Peace if there's a game 3, but I think in the dark I don't want Fraying Sanity. I think that's just like I don't want Rest in Peace. And before people start telling me that Fraying Sanity is like stock or standard in blue black mill, this is a tier 5 deck. Like, people play whatever they want. Stop crab shaming. Where's Hat Crab Zombie while we're crab shaming? Oh no, opponent! Opponent, you should really get this looked at. Exactly, JW. When you're dealing with tier 12 archetypes, you should never assume that any given thing is stock. There's Hat Crab Zombie. We're playing against your people, Hat Crab Zombie. We're playing against your people. Shit, we're so dead to the crabs. I feel like the "Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs" really has new meaning here. Just gonna go ahead and pack it in there. Far too slow. Double crab on the play. Too powerful. Too strong. Maybe these are just too slow and I do want some paths in my deck. That's probably the case. Gideon of the Trials is hilarious in this matchup, by the way. Can we all just take a moment and appreciate how funny this card is in this matchup? Actually, I should probably just like board out Serum Visions, right? It's literally like just cantrips. It doesn't really accomplish anything. Oh baby, we got big gids, little gids. We've got Lad Chad, chat. Lad Chad is certain to make the home team happy here. We're gonna bottom that one. We're gonna bottom that one. Just looking for Looking for a 2-drop legend, looking for a white source. Feels good. Feels good. I shouldn't have played that yet. There was no reason to play that. I wonder if they have a way to take this Gideon off the table. I wonder if they boarded in bounce spells. Hi, I'd like to be first place on the weekly top cheers. Also, Jeff, happy Monday. Happy Monday, Mixmaster. I appreciate that. Thank you for the bits. Thanks for the support. Happy Monday to everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Yeah, we do get to go Gids plus Dispel here. Although, there's probably a good chance we Dispel a Archive Trap here. Kinda don't want to run this into a negate. But at the same time, like, do you have counter spells in against me? Maybe I should just wait a turn since I drew the 4th land. Oh, baby. Emblem me, big Gids. Show me what you're working with. Oh, wait, this only makes white mana currently, right? Add 1 mana of any color, the legendary creature or planeswalker you chose. So this doesn't actually hold up Dispel right now. This is quite excellent. I'm feeling good, chat. I'm feeling good. Big Gids and I, we go. Little Gids and I, we go way back. We go way back. Get the Grand Arbiter in here. And I'm pretty sure I just want to get my 4/4 beat down on. Let's just close the game out here. Yeah, they must have a bounce spell of some sort. I think the Rabid Goat that commented there in chat that a non-zero number of bounce spells exist is correct. I'm pretty sure this Dispel is just exclusively protecting this Gideon of the Trials, so that Fatal Push can resolve. This Dispel has one mode: protect my Gideon of the Trials. You have but one job, Dispel. Make sure Lad Chad stays in the red zone. Let's get the beatdowns on here. This card's just like really good in Modern in general. I'm really kind of high on this card in these like sweeper bait or mid-range decks. It's really good with sweepers. I think it's just a good Magic card in general. It's like a pseudo removal spell. It's a reasonable clock. It's technically disruption in a number of matchups. I believe you can have more than one of the same emblem, but yeah, almost certainly. Opponent has no outs to Lad Chad. Lad Chad has run them down. Thank you to everybody who's hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hogan. We're 1-1 with blue-white Mox Amber Legends. If you are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing on Twitch. I do this full-time, and my subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. Sinbred! With the 2 months, let's go for 22 more. Thank you for re-upping that Twitch Prime support. And there's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now. Thanks for putting your Amazon fund money towards my channel this month. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your Magic cards into other Magic cards directly with other people. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. At the very least, please make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It gives you notifications on when I go live and with what. I'm here 3 afternoons a week, 2 mornings a week, and I always try and put what I'm going to be streaming on a given day in the stream title, so you can kind of get a feel for if something sweet's coming up. And if you can't catch a Sweet Deck live, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. 100% of my streams get archived there, and I break them up by deck and by matchup, so you can watch just the stuff that you care about. Exclamation point donation queue, exclamation queue, lots of things on either Adhikar Waste. Ship bearers? Looks like ship bearers. Alright, I guess I'm just looking for some more mana here, right? Udaki not looking good in the hand so far. I don't need another Trials, would love another Seachrome Coast. Hey there, EJ Presk with the 2-month resub. Thank you very much. Welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here, so thank you for that. Punished for not playing my Mox out. Yep. Punished for not playing my Mox out. I think in general, Mox Amber is a card in Goryo's Vengeance that's only going to be good when you're already winning the game. So I think on average, Mox Amber is much worse than just playing more rituals in something like Griselbrand, that I'm not sure more rituals is what Griselbrand is looking for specifically. Our tutus cost for... Why do our tutus cost so much more than their tutus, chat? Why? It's not fair. Ooh, Eiganjo Castle. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. Let me tell you about Eiganjo Castle. Eiganjo's seen some stuff. He's coming for you. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. All the bad decks look sweet. Alright, so this is gonna happen. This isn't Dom Limited, unfollowed. Block. I would like to prevent the damages that would be dealt to my Thalia, because my Thalia is queen of the Thalias. Rude. Rude. My Thalia was the chosen one. Where are my flying creatures at, chat? Where be the flyers? Does anybody aware where the flying creatures may be? The Grand Arbiter Augustin the Fourth. Augustus, don't run, you're full of chocolate. I don't think Gideon's strictly bad versus flying creatures. He effectively removes one of them. Of course there's an ancient tomb for... Get out of here, that spell costs 3, opponent. The Grand Arbiter Augustin the Fourth demandeth that you pay an additional mana, opponent. Let the record reflect. Am I just pathing something here? I can't keep taking these hits, right? Hey, Jeff, I love your content. Keep it up. Thank you, Silly Shadow, for the 2-month resubscription. Welcome back. I think I'm going to take a hit this turn, because I don't want to give them an extra land just yet. I'm going to go ahead and play Lad Chad out here. I'm going to go ahead and smash with these two. I'm going to plus on a Mausoleum Wanderer. Mr. Ducklin. Ooh, my sequencing here was bad. Okay, yeah, because this trade happens now with the 2-month tier 1 resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. Thanks for re-upping. I appreciate the continued support. That could have gone better for the home team, chat. That could have gone better for the home team. That being said, like, I do have Lad Chad here. They have 3 cards in their hand. I've got a bunch of removal in mine. I'm feeling kind of okay. Just gonna get this out of here. If they want to sack this to counter this, then they don't get a land, so that seems fine for me. Next turn I get to path this, plus Slam Geist of Saint Trash, plus here. This is fine. Gideon could potentially take 3 here, but that's not the end of the world. No, I didn't want them to have the extra land on their turn, and I think this situation ends up working out for us, right? Like, Gideon ends up down a counter, but I think overall I'm pretty okay with what's occurred here. So, here's a question. Do I want to pay health to put both of these into play? I think I do, actually. I think I do. Do 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 do. Look, we didn't put Ancient Tomb into our deck to not tap it, chat. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, we didn't put Ancient Tomb in here to be like, nah, brah, I'm not gonna tap it. It's cool. Get to fire up. Could fire up Lad Chad this turn and smash. I think that encourages me to be a little bit more. I'm just gonna go ahead and give him the old smack him around here. Let's attack with these. I've got the old Eiganjo Castle. Protect the squad. Squad goals. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just give them the big nasty. Just get them. All right. Chatterson. Plus on that one. Play him a Colonnade. Show our opponent who the real blue-white poop bears is here. Take him out back. Squad goals. Add another 4/4 flyer to the mix, chat. If they have a Rattle Chains, we are going to be very, very sad. I guess it won't be too sad. It's a little sad. We're gonna lose Chad here. Don't have a Rattle Chains opponent. I love Chad. He's my boy. Chad and I, we go way back. Don't end Chad's life. I need him. I need him to survive. Deal? Yes. Am I about to get no, just the old sack concession. God bless. King of the blue-white poop bears. Right here. The poop bears are my people, and we are king. All right, so Linval is probably pretty good here. This card is better than every magic card in their deck. Blessed Alliance probably isn't terrible. I'm pretty sure this is a Dust Drinker out matchup because, what's the best way to phrase it? They have Aether Vials, so they're gonna be able to get around this a little bit. I think this is a Serum Visions out matchup, just because they have Thalias, we have Thalias, cantrips through Thalias are not a happy place to be. I think that's all I want to do here. None of the rest of these cards look particularly exciting. I think it seems okay. Like, not super exciting, but like fine. I'm gonna lead on the Flooded Strand just in case they have Cat Jesus in their deck. Non-zero chance Cat Jesus could come out to play. Sounds like I might be needed for a moment. Be right back. Sorry. Jacob picked up a splinter outside and need to ask my wife where the tweezers are. Hey, Enska with the second month tier 1 resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Stream die. I believe I'm connected. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to acquire tweezers now that I know where they are. actually ridiculously nice out. Sorry about that. Are we playing EDH? Kinda. Alright, so... we probably have rattle chains and stuff here. We're at 14. I think I'm actually just going to pass here. Probably going to plan to ambush something inside of combat here with this Vendilion Clique. Probably bin our backup Jace here. We could get Spell Quellered here, which would kind of suck. What's going on, folks? Hey, Pong. It smells like Spell Queller. Yep. Alright, so we're going to take 4 here. Down to 9. I guess I can Venser the Spell Queller back to their hand next turn and get my Clique into play. Path would be a good draw. That's pretty decent too. I'm just gonna slam that actually. It's like here's my 3/4. Enjoy. Also turns off the text on this, which is nice. Turns off the activated text, I should say. Ooh, all dressed up and nowhere to go, opponent. That's pretty good. Hey, DJ Jedi Jeff, thanks for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think I just want to pass here, actually, right? You guys want to, like, end step Venser them? I don't want to play into another Spell Queller here. Or Rattle Chains, potentially, could also be bad for me. Speak of the devil, and it will appear. This does give their other spirits... You know, I wonder if I'm supposed to have responded to this, because now my opponent can flash in Duskwatch, which would be bad for me. Or sorry, the other one, the Lord. They can flash. So I'm gonna upkeep Venser here. If they have a Lord, we can get into a little bit of trouble here, but this gives them one less chance to draw a Lord or a Spell Queller. I'm gonna send this back from where it came. Oh, I guess the way this works, they just get to replay this, right? So that doesn't work. So what I wanted to have happen here doesn't actually really do anything, but they had another Rattle Chain, so it doesn't matter. Sure. Yeah, they could have actually just, like, this would go back to their hand, this would go on the stack, and then they could just replay this, so... what I wanted to have happen there wasn't actually possible. It's going to be a Venser of their... Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we're taking 6 here, it looks like. I assume Linval is going back from whence she came. Well, we just got super punished for my line here. So we need to draw, like, another path here. It is. So we're going to click myself. Throw this Thalia on the bottom of my deck. We're probably still going to be dead on board here, right? I guess that's actually not true. Ooh, that's really not true now. So I get to go ahead and do that. And then I get to cast this. Keep this one. White, white. Linvala, and then assuming they have nothing, I can actually, they could even have a thing, right? And we could potentially be okay still, because I can go trade, eat, and then trade, and then I only take whatever this is dealing. We might be stabilizing here. Yeah, they're flooding a little bit, which is going to give us a window to get back into this game for sure. Ideally need some more removal or a little bit more flying power. Next turn, if we draw a brick, we'll probably down tick path one of their flyers. We're 1-1 in this league. We are up a game in this match against Blue-White Hate Bears. The Mox has been kind of mediocre, if we're being honest. For being upfront about things. Yeah, so people wondering why I didn't use the Jace to kill the Venser for free is because my Venser can block their Venser, whereas this can't really do anything to anything else. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. I think I'm just supposed to path a Rattle Chains here. And then play this Geist out. I'm not cracking this fetch because the difference between 2 and 3 here is relevant when my opponent has a bunch of 2-power things. The difference between being able to take a hit from a creature and dying to a creature when it hits us. The old Ghost Quarter themselves within the deck. What's wrong with Gideon? I just had a better play here. I didn't have enough mana. The Gideon's fine. The Gideon's going to close the game out. Gideon Emblem could be okay. It lets Geist to St. Traft be pretty good here. Like, next turn I get to, like, Jace plus on Rattle Chains. I could Gideon Emblem and then start smashing with St. Traft. Although I guess, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Mox Amber is feeling like maybe it's a balanced Mox that's not going to enable degenerate things, but it's still very, very early, right? Like, who knows? Who knows what direction this card's going to end up in? And again, they just, like, don't have particularly good attacks here. I mean, it's not really fast mana, though. Fast mana makes extra mana on the very first turn of the game. And, like, Mox Amber can only make mana on the first turn of the game if you've already spent mana. So it's, like, not enabling you to play 2-mana things on turn 1. So it's very different than what I would consider, like, you know, genuinely fast mana. I have no idea. I don't do MTG finance. All right, well, since we drew another path, we're going to send our opponent on a trip to Exile here twice, I think. Yeah, kinda. Like, in an aggro deck, sure, maybe. But, like, are those aggressive style decks just, like, fast mana what they were missing? Is that actually what they were missing? Or is it just, like, what you want to fit it into? Again, remember, when you're making changes to decks, like, is White Weenie's problem in Modern 1, I want to play 1-mana 2-power guys? Like, that doesn't sound like something I'm super interested in doing. Eiganjo Castle. Plus on here. Trigger that one. I feel like people are so caught up on the brokenness of, like, what this could be that they're just, like, shoving these really mediocre cards in their deck and not thinking about what it means to have these mediocre cards in their deck. All right, well, I'm just gonna, like, turn the corner hard and fast here, right? I guess I could probably leave this back and be conservative. These are hitting for 11 altogether. Yeah, I probably don't need to attack with Vendilion Clique this turn. I'm probably still fairly lethal next turn, even with a conservative holding my click back. Well, I'm really glad I was conservative here. We definitely could have died if I hadn't made a conservative attack there. Opponent flooded out there a little bit. Them's the beats sometimes. When every spell in your deck is kind of mediocre, you can't really rely on the power of any of them to pull you through in the middle. Like we just played a 3/4 flyer and it was like, all right, this seems really good. It's a 2/1 deck is great. Confirmed modern playable. On pace for the 3/2. People that have seen modern streams on this channel before know what's up. You shouldn't ask questions like that about Magic Online. Why don't all the new legends have the border? You're just gonna get yourself a headache. All right, I was standing most of the morning too. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. Oh, now we have Ancient Tomb, but we don't have any colored mana. It's unfortunate. I like my Ancient Tomb. That seems pretty decent. I'm gonna bottom another Jace here. Get to go Flooded Strand pass. Okay, big bucks, no spell snare, please. Dear opponent, please don't snare my spell. God bless us, everyone. The new border tells you what cards are frontier legal. That's great. Am I getting dismembered? Opt, okay. Poor Jace, gonna eat a bolt here. If we draw an untapped land here, this Geist to St. Traft could easily steal the game. Brick and die, or steal the game. Ayo! Boop. Redditor here who loves the way you manage the stream. Keep up the quality content. Thanks for the bits, Combs. I appreciate that. Thanks for dropping by and for the support. They don't hold up Snapplecaster Mage here. They can't kill the Geist most likely. And Thalia Heretic Cathar makes ambushing Geist pretty difficult. Okay. This is why we fetch Plains here, because I can still cast Thalia off of that. Path's actually a really funny draw here, because we can Path the Geist Angel after it's dealt damage before it gets exiled, which is pretty sweet. Like the cam position, sometimes it's nice to be able to see the prompt box. Yeah, I think we gave more room to actual Magic Online, and Magic Online is the important part of the stream, right? Like the application of what we're doing, I'm just like an afterthought. Survey says Geist likes to party, opponent. Nice Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, that was great, Relk. I definitely have to say that gave me a laugh.
I like being on the bottom. This way, when I'm on the bottom and when I look to the right this way, it looks like I'm looking at my hand, which feels like a flavor win to me. All right, so am I pathing the Snapcaster Mage, or am I pathing one of my own things at this point? Do I think this Geist can run the full distance is the question. The problem with burning my path is that if I path myself, I'm only unlocking one spell. What if I path my own card and then I can Gideon plus on my Geist so it can attack in? And then like I have a Gideon in play? That seems pretty reasonable. Like, on a list of things that are, like, reasonable or not, that seems fine, right? Just, like, plan to play my Gideon and plus on my Geist next. Prevents damage dealt to and by, right? Until your next turn, prevent all damage target permanent would deal. Oh, no, I've made a mistake. That's fine. We'll just plus on the Snapcaster Mage. I thought Gideon read prevent damage dealt to and by. It's just dealt by. What's the one that prevents dealt to and by? Is that Kiora, the Crashing Wave? I feel like it's Kiora, the Crashing Wave. Prevent all damage to be dealt to and dealt by. All right, yep, that's it. It's like, I feel like I've played a lot with a magic card that has prevent dealt to and dealt by. If they have a counter spell for this, I'm actually going to be in a bit of trouble here. I don't think our deck can beat Blood Moon, right? So we're just gonna like not play the match. I actually don't have a way to take Blood Moon off the table in my thing, so I'm just not gonna play the match. That sounds really boring. Playing Magic and not being able to play spells I don't find fun. If you're new to the stream, it's gonna feel like a early concession, but I do this weird thing where I play Magic to have fun, and I don't find it fun to sit there miserable with cards in my hand because my opponents played a Blood Moon. So I just don't do it. I just, you know, pack the match up and move on with my life. And everybody's happier for it. I'm happier for it, at least. There's some non-zero amount of people out there watching like, man, I really wish Hogland would suffer through a Blood Moon every once in a while. But that's okay. Trust me when I say Griffinson with the tier 3 10-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping your big sub, bud. Sure, drop me a line and let me know what deck you want me to 0-3 a league with coming up. I said playing my spells is fun. If my opponents want to concede, that's fine. More power to them. Wanted to ask, is it possible to donate towards an article? Your article about the metagames after the unbanning was awesome. And I'd like to see another updated with the MTG meta. That's actually something I've thought about rating again. It's not a bad idea. This hand is real mediocre, but we're gonna keep it. Looking for lands, 2-drop legends. Play more basics, right? It's just damn greedy 2-color mana base. Just can't get away from it, chat. Okay. Sure. Let's go turn to Thalia. Get the Colonnade too. I guess maybe you could argue I should go like bottom the Thalia, play the Colonnade tapped, then have turn 3 Geist.
Thanks, Rolk. Opponent mulliganed a little bit, kept a 1-lander and has appeared to miss. Yeah, that too. I do think Thalia on average is good against basic island deck. How much randomness do you think is good in card games? On the scale of something like Pokemon with low variance, MTG and Hearthstone with middling variance, or something even more? I think there's a time and a place for all of it. I think no variance games are very boring, but low variance is enjoyable on occasion. Like Epic card games, another card game that has a very low amount of variance to it, but it still has some variance, so the replayability is there. I think a base level amount of variance is important just because like it keeps replayability high. Basic Island, Mishra's Bubble. Yeah, so I'm gonna be pretty surprised if they discard 2 cards to hand size here. What contains Basic Island, Mishra's Bubble? Basic Island, Mishra's Bubble. I'm actually kind of stumped. I don't know. It could be Death Shadow. It has to be. It feels like Shadow, right? It could be Prison. Yeah, I kind of feel like I want these in the dark, but maybe that's aggressive. Maybe that's aggressive. I'm gonna do this. I think a lot of those decks, this Dust Drinker is not gonna be pretty good against because they're pretty low resource decks. What's going on, Civ Master? It seems fine. Basic Island probably means not KCI, right? I think a Death Shadow variant is most likely. Hey, donation deck, Death Panda. Thank you very much. This for the red white stuffy doll. This is for the red white stuffy doll. I'll get that added to the queue at the end of the stream today. Delta Steam Vents feels like we're indicating GDS. So I'm happy with the 4 cards I brought in for sure. Yeah. GDS, Grixis Death Shadow. I definitely mumbled there a little bit. Apologies for that. This could be a Delve Pooper, could be a 1/1 Shadow, could be Thoughtseize, could be Cantrip, could be Thought Scour, Gurmag Angler. What combination of 1-mana spells do you have, opponent? At a certain point, the deck we are playing wasn't built with optimal in mind. It was built with playing cards Jeff Hogland loves in mind. And let me tell you about cards I love in Dragonlord Ojutai. There's definitely some overlap there. Have some health, opponent, because I'm a giver. A big old giver. I think we're going to be in a position to click ourselves since we have this Geist. The Grim kind of sucks, though. Would really like to draw a Rest in Peace. It's a little bit late now. Wait, that makes their Grim Lavamancer much worse, huh, chat? We need a mirror gallery so we can play the Geist out, right? Be considered mirror gallery, Hogland. Why or why not? Are we getting any bad background noise on the microphone? I have my window open next to my desk, and there's a street in front of my house. So has there been like car noise? There's actually faithless looting. Interesting build. I haven't heard anything. Sweet. If it was, because I have a window on the other side of the room that I could open too. Cool. Sounds good. Baubles are something I've seen in Death Shadow on more than one occasion. The faithless lootings are interesting, though. It is some good natural light coming in. I wonder if they have Lingering Souls. Like, White Splash is something that's happened in this archetype on occasion. Every time I've played Faithless Looting in Modern and I wasn't playing Lingering Souls, I was very unimpressed with the card. And you know what? I should have cracked my fetch land before doing this. Now I get to bluff the top here at least. Do I just ship this guy? Do I just, like, use this as a Boros Charm? I think I'm just going to use this as a Boros Charm. Just like, all right, for you, cast another Geist of Saint Traft. Sorry, I meant that in the context of a fair deck, Rev, but that's true. Like a few turns ago, we went Gate 4, and now we're Boros. Look, this is Modern, Zach. You got to keep up. The format changes at a very rapid pace. Very rapid. I feel like, so here's my read on using the Geist as a Boros Charm there. I think if my opponent had a Death Shadow, they would have shipped into us with the Gurmag Angler, right? They would have, that would have just happened to us, I think. I'm actually just going to path the big fish here, right? Like whatever I path is just getting a big fat stubby D. Put this into play. I'm gonna pass the turn here. I think I want to Vendilion Clique this Jace out of my hand. Looking for a Rest in Peace, looking for a Path to Exile, looking for a way to, like, break the parity and beat this Grim Lavamancer. Hey, Brian. Afternoon. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, everyone who's hanging out here today. Everyone's having a great Monday, great start to the week. Battling some Modern here. We're in match 5 with this Blue-White Legends deck. We're currently 2-2. We're up a game here after our opponent kept a real sketchy game one hand. We're going to be taking a crack at a Blue-White Miracles deck that's leveraging Approach the Second Sun as a win condition in the league after this one. We've got some other fun things coming up. You can type !donation Q in chat to take a peek at what decks we have coming up today and in general. Some of the most oddest, right? So I'm gonna fetch here, so that way after I put this card back into my deck, it goes to the bottom. I don't shuffle it back in. I did not play any pre-releases. I'm not a big fan of limited, and I don't play a ton of paper Magic anymore. In fact, the Open in Milwaukee that I wore the owl suit to, that was the first comp REL paper Magic that I've played in, or just single individual paper Magic in general, in like 9 months. There's a 5 o'clock in the morning, but that's so early. That's gross. All right, so do I want to put this Geist on the bottom of my deck still? I think I do. Venser's a pretty good draw. Venser's, jeez. It's just rub the cards all over my body, chat. What am I even supposed to do now? What am I even supposed to do? These are just like, I was prepared for 1 good card. I was not prepared for 2. It's probably just Path the Big Fish, right? And then just like give them the old beat down here with the Geist of Saint Trash. Yeah, they can't stub the Venser. And like if they take this full hit here, they're going to 3, and then they're just like dead to this Angel token next turn, which is pretty decent for us. Hey, Alec. Thank you very much for the cupcake bits. I appreciate that. Dropping them in the cup there. What you got, opponent? What you got? You got a Fatal Push? Push my guys to St. Traft Angel? I was gonna wait till get some more, but Twitch doesn't like letting me wait for. All right, so I'm just gonna do this. And then, what am I even bouncing here? Is it just Grimlava? I think it's just Grimlavamancer, right? I guess this. Nah, this is bad, right? Because it lets them activate and then block with it. But I guess they're blocking with it. I really don't care. Those draws, Moondress. Next to the Shamrocks. All right, and just like that, this deck was confirmed to be a modern legal deck because it went 3-2 in a league, like everything else. Believe it or not, in our fair mid-range deck, this card was exceptionally fair. I think this was just worse than playing a land in almost every game that we had it. Just for reference, I think I'd have to go back and check the tape, but I'm pretty sure this was just like worse than a land every time it came up. So I have another donation in the queue to run back a Mox Amber deck. I might talk to Justin and see if he wants it to be blue-white, or if maybe a more streamlined white aggressive deck could be better. So I don't know that I have anything specific other than the deck felt like kind of mediocre. And like that's the thing too, like we went 3-2 with it, but like one of the important parts of testing is that like dodge the cupcakes. Is like, just because your results were okay doesn't mean you should think the deck's reasonable. You wanna take a look at everything that went on and then think about, was it good, bad, or otherwise. Yeah, I think if this card's gonna be good, it's probably not in this mid-range deck. It's probably in something more aggressive, like Zurgle Bellringer or whatever he's called, or something 1/2/1 white creatures.
All right, who's ready to approach the second sun, chat? Are you ready, kids?
Ah, yeah.